Everyone to pre-market prep at the close. Spencer Israel, Joel Elconin with you, and Joel, you are in a new location, but for the market, it is just same old rally today. Actually, more than same old rally. This is maybe the best rally that we've seen in a month.
Oh yeah, hiding out in a new secret location here, so my enemies cannot find me. But perfect recipe for the market today. You got the 60 Minutes plug by Jerome Powell. So that's good news, right? You Fed talking about QE forever. Then you have oil ripping off the highs for the session, but oil got up to 33.10. Still up $2.47 here at 31.99. And then what does everybody want? Everyone wants a cure. And what you get out of Moderna this morning is some really positive news regarding a drug trial. Whether or not it was with 8 people or not, who cares? Who gives a hoot? The market loves it. And we are not. We probably should. I'll make a bold prediction here. At 341, basis the June contract, we should see a new high for the move here. 29.65. That was your high, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. We dipped under 2,800 yesterday, but 29.65, here we come. We just made a high at 61.50.
So, I should mention that in a few minutes we're going to be joined by Jason Raznick, who's going to tell us about some trades he made today. But before we bring Jason on, I was just thinking about what Powell said and this Moderna news. And first off, Powell was more positive sounding yesterday, because he didn't have to be on 60 Minutes. He was addressing the American people, and I got the sense that he was trying to under promise and over deliver to Congress and sound not over promise and under deliver to Congress, and so he was coming off as a little bit more concerned in front of them. But last night he was trying to sound more positive and upbeat, which is why we got that sort of change and shift. And Moderna, yeah, an 8-person trial, phase 1 results. We still need to get phases 2 and 3, but the market is so desperate for any sort of good news that it doesn't seem to matter. And if you look at what's up today and what's down today, it's what we talked about this morning. Everything is up with the exception of the quote unquote COVID stocks, the stocks that would benefit with everybody being at home. Peloton, Netflix, Zoom, Teladoc, those types of names, not running today with everyone else, but the market's having a great day. What can you say, Joel?
Yeah, no, and it's quite a change of tune. Or maybe us traders, us investors that were listening on Wednesday, uh, maybe misinterpreted things, but or maybe the people, the American people listening to the broadcast last night, maybe they misinterpreted things because he definitely gave some caution, threw some caution in the wind there
Yeah.
regarding 2020, 2021. But overall, when you say unlimited QE and you
Right.
couple that with a vaccine, you couple that with a rally in the oil markets, what more could you ask for? Just speaking about mRNA here, and a lot of times on the show, we talk about the pre-market action and how that could be, kind of indicative of what will happen on the day. You did spike up during the pre-market or the pre-market show between 8:15 and 8:30. You got the 94 even. You closed that bracket at 92.69. Not the same story here during the day session. You're actually ending up with a red candle here. That red candle indicating that the close is going to be higher than the open. Open 86.14, made a new all-time high. $87 peeled back. So you definitely saw some profit taking in the issue, but why not? I mean, this stock started April under $30, at $90. You're talking about a triple in a very short period of time. So why not? Why not take some profits in that? But good news, big volume today, going to close strong on the session, trying to close over $80. That will topple the former all-time closing high that was made on Friday at 66.69. So great news out of that phase 1 trial.
And you're also getting a price target raise. Goldman Sachs now with a street high price target of $105. Their price target had been $63, so a huge, huge price target bump this morning on Moderna from Goldman Sachs. And this is going to be
Goldman Sachs, as Dennis would say. Who knows what they're looking for at this point, but we'll mark that one down. That could be one to keep an eye on for quite some time here.
definitely.
As you've backed off, still trading over $80 right now. S&Ps over just
Can't hear you
trading
guys.
right here at
Oh,
29.60.
what's up, Jason? How's it going?
Can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Yeah, Jason, can you hear us now?
Now I can.
All right, we got you.
All right. So
First off, Jason, we were just talking about this rally here. Everything is green today except for the stocks that have been green for the past month or so.
that could be that is true, but I don't agree with you that the COVID plays are down. I'm not agreeing with you on that. But the stocks that have been up are kind of down. They've gone a lot, but there's new COVID plays.
Sure.
That's
Okay.
why that's why I called into the show, because you guys are talking Moderna and all this stuff. I want to talk about the future for our, the Benzinga listeners, stuff you'd see in Benzinga Pro. But
What do you got?
I was buying today. I bought on Friday, and I bought on Friday an S&P, and I also bought one of those vaccine stocks. But some of the stocks I bought today, Spencer, which I thought you would like to know, is Polaris.
I always
jet
like to know.
ski, boats. Another one, Mastercraft. I think kids aren't going to be going to camps. They're going to be at home. They're going to be hanging out, so they're spending money on things related to home. Another company, Wayfair. I did not buy Wayfair. Oh, I did buy Wayfair. I didn't even realize I bought call options on Wayfair. So
Wait. I don't know the tickers on the first two that you just named.
got it. Yep.
Yeah.
Polaris,
Did they officially cancel? Did they officially cancel Tamarack and those other camps?
Tamarack's been canceled for a while, 3 weeks now.
Okay.
My sister's camp in New York, their kids, theirs was canceled. Other ones have not been officially canceled. I mean, on the positive news, I know you guys know I work with some of the state of Michigan stuff. They opened up north for I think
50% capacity.
And they're gonna announce either today or tomorrow that social distancing outside. They're gonna open that up to gatherings of 20 or less, or 20 or around that. They haven't announced that yet, but that's what my birdies tell me in my ear. And that's in Michigan, for example. But Mastercraft I don't have here, but I bought Carnival Cruise Line today. I also bought.
Wait. Tell us why.
And I also bought SABR, Sabre Holdings, that is the back end to Orbitz and all those things. I bought Carnival Cruise Lines because there's so much vaccine stuff coming out that I think that let's get into these things a little bit early and a little uncomfortable. It's so far below its 52-week high that all it takes is a little bit more positive stuff, and people think there's a vaccine or some more positive items. This thing is going to be back. Carnival will be at $35. I mean, I'm just annoyed that I had Penn Gaming. I had Penn Gaming at $7 and I sold it at $9 or $10. It's at 21 or 22 today. So I'm just trying to find my next pen that I don't give up too early, Spencer.
But why Carnival and not RCL or Norwegian?
That's a good question. I went to RCL and it was a little more expensive. And I also thought about the relationship Donald Trump has with Mickey Aronson, the CEO of Carnival. And Carnival gave a vote for the Corona stuff. They didn't end up using it. So I thought, you give to get. And so I thought maybe some stuff would come back to Carnival. But I almost did buy RCL. I didn't buy it. Another one that you guys probably don't even know is public that I bought today, Yeti, YETI.
We know about that one. Yeah, the water bottle company.
Yeah, that's the cooler, right?
Yeah. So Joel, people going on a boat, they would need their Yetis. So I think this is a thing that's probably being purchased on Amazon a lot. And so some of the things I do is I look at Google Trends. I look at what people are saying on Twitter. That's how I came up with the Peloton trade. And so I just think people are going to be at home, Joel. So people are going to buy pool furniture. So Spencer, I think Home Depot and Lowe's have earnings this week.
That's correct.
So I was going to buy Home Depot, but then I ended up buying Lowe's. I bought Lowe's in a decent position, just regular stock. not a ton, just a little bit. And my logic there is I went and looked at the parking lot this weekend. It was packed. My other logic was people are buying pool furniture like no other. So I try to find what is the pool furniture play. So Wayfair is one of them. Lowe's and Home Depot are another big beneficiary. So it's a short-term trade for me on this Lowe's. So I'll know on Wednesday if it was a winner or not when it has earnings. But I just think there's some other plays that we're not necessarily looking at, like the Polarises of the world or Mastercraft. Mastercraft is the one that makes engines for boats. So are people going to go be buying a lot of boats right now? Maybe more. But I do think like Polaris, people will buy skis, jet skis. You know, they have a lot of water related stuff, especially if the camps. Yeah. And then one last one, but I got to click on it. So this one is the symbol you should pull up is, hold on. This is
one thing when you're pulling that up with the Lowe's.
Deep into his E-Trade account right now.
Oh, I got it. DOOO. It's D, the letter D, and then 3 O's.
What is this one?
And I bought that one.
What I don't know what this.
They own.
What is this company?
You ever hear Ski-Doo?
Oh, Sea-Doo? I actually was wondering if they're a public.
Yep. So they own that. They own all those different jet ski companies.
Okay.
And so I bought this. This is the one that I bought the most of today.
Okay. All right. Well, with these plays too, especially with the Lowe's, you know what, the factors from the parking lot will not be reflected in the current quarter. The quarter will be January through March. So we're going to be holding these for at least another quarter to see, right? If people were buying stuff over the weekend or whatever, it's not going to be reflected in the Q1 numbers. So you're looking at a longer term. You're looking at a longer term play.
No, disagree. I disagree. You are right. 100% that the Q1 will not be reflected or whatever the quarter. You're right. But on the conference calls where they could guide higher, or in their earnings, they could guide higher, knowing the future is brighter than people think. And if I wait, Joel, I think I may miss the rally. Hey, Joel, I could be completely wrong on these. I bought these 3 stocks, DOO and Yeti and Carnival and SABR. I don't know. Like I did that in the Lowe's and I went to the parking lot. You're right. It's not. And by the way, you're kind of at the mercy of the company, right, Joel? Because if the company doesn't guide up and they just like wait and then cherry pick the next quarter, then you're kind of screwed too. So you're right. I mean, if you really wanted to take the traffic into account for right now, that's totally true. You know?
Right. What about, I know, I heard you and Dennis had a little debate on the airlines on Friday, and those are they're getting a lot. Love is getting a lot of love of 14%.
Crazy.
Yeah. Big moves in these. American Airlines. I mean, I've kind of always been a favorite to Delta, but do you think Warren gave up on these stocks a little bit too early?
Well, so Joel, on that debate on Friday, Dennis didn't like the airlines and I liked them, right? Well, I didn't put my money where my mouth is because I didn't buy any. So
okay.
I didn't buy any. I'm just being honest. I like them for 4 years from now. You know, that's what my thing. Like, what's your 4-year portfolio? And I didn't buy any. I mean, it's hard to measure. Why is the market up so much? Partly because of the vaccine with Moderna. And I think that people are seeing some positives. Some sports stuff's happening. That golf tournament this weekend, you know, the NASCAR. I think people are seeing stuff. I mean, look at Live Nation, Joel. Look at some of those, those Cisco, those food companies. I didn't buy all those, but I just think if something bad comes out this week, obviously, Joel, then these are terrible.
Jason, I think you're onto something here. I mean, all these beaten down names, Live Nation, Cisco, the airlines, the cruises, you're willing to be early and take some pain for the potential reward. The risk reward ratio is there for you. If you're early and you're wrong for like a couple weeks, and then you end up being right. That's the call you're making right now.
That's the call I'm making right now. And I'm making it today because I came to Peloton, Spencer, because, you know, a bunch of wives or girlfriends, I need a Peloton, so now I'm trying to look at what are people searching for? ATVs, that's these at-home activities are huge. I think people are going to be going back to the offices sooner than they think, to be honest. But, I've been wrong before on that. But if you're going to be at home, companies like Wayfair, Home Depot, Lowe's, they're direct beneficiaries. I mean,
Yeah.
yes, you could make an argument that Lowe's and Home Depot are taking a hit on their professional services business because they're not going into houses doing work. But I just think I had to get on the show. I wanted to say, like, Polaris, I own Polaris. I bought it today. I'm not on the show so people buy the stock and it moves up. Not at all.
It's a
I'm
big
thinking
stock.
this is a stock that's symbol PII. I think this is a stock, like Joel said. If they don't announce it in their quarter, I'm just hoping they guide higher. That's what I guess I'm hoping on, Joel, because you're right. Me going to look at the street patterns, doesn't matter for the current quarter.
All right,
So just
we just real quickly, Spencer. We
yeah.
got up to we had mentioned the high of the move made a couple weeks ago at 29.65. We just kissed it, 29.64.75. So there's a potential target overnight if you're looking for some more room on the upside. We know a lot of these big moves have been taken overnight. So there's a potential area. Selling off a little bit here going into the close, but when you consider early Thursday morning, the S&Ps were under 2,800.
Wow.
Man, oh man, a little bit, almost a 200-point rally. Actually, from Thursday's low, which was 27.60, over a 200-point rally. So little profit taking. Spencer, did you get? I did not take. I wasn't keeping an eye on the 350 imbalances. Did you see anything on that?
Neither was I, but I can look to see real fast if anything came
I
up.
distracted you guys.
Wait, and just to put a bow on that real fast, Home Depot due to report tomorrow before the open,
Correct.
and then Lowe's is Wednesday before the open. So keep that on your radar. I see 800 million to sell, so
Okay. Yeah.
not insignificant, but not huge.
Yeah, I mean, considering the run up that we've had in the market, I
Right.
mean, taking a little bit chips off the table, the top of the move, high of the move, and high of the trading range. So, so why not? A little bit of profit taking here. Backed off 15 handles. That's a little bit significant here, but still overall a great day. And the crude is still up quite a bit at 9% at 32 even. So those oil, you've been looking at any of the oil stocks.
And Jason, before we let you go here, Tesla is one profitable quarter away from being eligible to join the S&P 500. Did you know that?
Yes, I heard that on Friday. Or yes, I talked to my Tesla source for 48 minutes on Friday. And if I didn't back up the truck yet, I'm just hoping Tesla goes down to like 630. And then I'm selling a lot of the stocks I mentioned and buying more. The stock is, it is, what he told me is this unreal. And the margins it's going to make are so large. I mean, yes, he's uber bullish on it, but I really tried to give all the bearish, arguments. I tried to give everything to say it's a short. He nailed me on everything, guys. He really did. He really did. So I'm not buying. I mean, he says in a year and a half, 2 years at $2,500. He's the guy that turned me on to Tesla when it was $38. He's an expert on Tesla. We're gonna be doing a story actually on Benzinga, Spencer, about one of these things that I learned during my research this weekend on Tesla. Probably the next couple of days.
Okay.
I'll
keep an eye out for it.
It's about what's inside the Model Y. Basically, the best car constructed ever. And there's an expert. There's an expert who used to hate Tesla, hated it, and now he's like in love with it. It's like a big 180. And actually, this guy thinks that Tesla's risen like it has in the last like 2 weeks because of this guy who took the car apart on YouTube. And we're gonna actually have him for an interview. So we'll see. Maybe I'll give him the pre-market show. I got in touch with him. But yeah, I mean, Joel, like I love hearing the levels and like the S&P. I mean, it sounds like the real trade was buying the mini or like whatever, the S&P expiring option contract or something on Friday and selling at the end of the day today. I mean that's sometimes.
Well, there's short-term options that you can play. The good move in the futures. The level I mentioned was just because that was the high of the move that we had a couple weeks ago. So if you're looking for continued upside, 29.65, we hit 64.75 today. Getting a little bit of a selling pressure coming into the close here, but as I said, after such a run up and just a little bit of over a day and a half.
Yep, final tally for the S&P 500 now up 3.17% on the day. Jason Raznick, thank you so much for stopping
Thanks.
by.
Thanks for letting
Thanks
me
to
come
everyone.
and talk.
Yep, thanks to everyone who listened. Please remember all the information from this broadcast is meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing or trading advice. Everyone have a great rest of your Monday, and wherever you are, stay safe.